Now, at the National Press Club a week or so ago, the former chairman of the Competition Commission, I think it is, and Rod Sims, and the economist Professor Ross Garnaut made a proposal for a new $100 billion in the first year, a new tax, a carbon tax. What do you think of that proposal?
Well, I think of Mandy Rice Davis. They would, wouldn't they? I mean, whatever method you can of squeezing more tax out of people in the highest taxed nation in the world, they will try on. And why should we have a carbon tax? Why shouldn't we have an oxygen tax? Why shouldn't we have a nitrogen tax? And this is a method of making Australia's industry far less competitive, for putting huge pressures on family businesses and on farmers. And ultimately, we will pay very dearly in this country. The whole business with climate change, carbon tax, etc., is anti-family, anti-industry, and makes us so less competitive, then we'll lose our markets. I think it's an appalling suggestion to make.
They use two words in this, and it's words that are used all the time in proposals concerning this. They talk about Australia becoming a green energy superpower, and they always talk about not tax, they talk about investment. So what's this business about our becoming a green energy superpower? What's all that?
Well, pull the other one, a green energy superpower. There is no country even evolving towards a green energy superpower. Germany tried it. As a highly industrialised country, Germany actually now is backing right off. They've lost a lot of industry that's gone from Germany to other jurisdictions. Germany now is a very, very expensive country, and the only way you can be a superpower is to have abundant, cheap energy. We have abundant, cheap energy in Australia. It's called coal, gas and uranium. And to move away from these is going to cripple our economy. Now, the whole business of having a green superpower energy country is based on one assumption, and that assumption is that carbon dioxide is dangerous, or it's poisonous, or it drives climate change. Now, carbon dioxide is a colourless, odourless, tasteless gas. We can live in an atmosphere when there's quite a high carbon dioxide content. Submariners do this. And carbon dioxide is plant food. Without carbon dioxide, plants don't grow. So if we want a thriving agricultural industry, we need carbon dioxide. And so I love putting carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Rather than hugging a tree, I will emit carbon dioxide. But the key point is, no one has ever shown that human emissions of carbon dioxide drive global warming. There is a climate scientist in the UK who's written 2 textbooks on climate change. And I have asked him 5 times now, can you give me half a dozen scientific papers, just the standard landmark references, to show me that human emissions drive global warming? He has obfuscated. He's thrown me other stuff which is unrelated, but it has never been shown that human emissions drive global warming. A former chief scientist of Australia, who I sit on a board with, this chap, a number of times I've asked, please give me the landmark scientific papers that show that human emissions drive global warming. That's not been done. So the whole business of having carbon taxes or a green superpower is based on a fallacy. And if you have a fad, which is a fashion, then fools and frauds will follow and we will go broke. So I'm very, very sceptical of people reinventing the wheel. You must look at all the interests. You must look at who's got their snout in the trough. But if you're ever sceptical about this, just follow the money.